It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who has picked up 35 tackles so far this season. It's the Texans and the Dolphins. Coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Houston.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got Jordan complete right side. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Here's Stroud.
Buying time to his left.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
They'll run here with Pierce. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Caldwell to return. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Shoves him aside. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And running with, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Dolphins.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 21, Dolphins 7.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got his man, Dell. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. It's a tackle made at the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Stroud to the air on first and 10.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud.
This will be caught at the 2. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Dolphins offense returning to the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it.
You're
an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On third down, here's Pierce.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line
line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 20.
They start the drive with Evans. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Klein. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Evans.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
A gain of 12. And the Texans 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught, and he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
He was taken down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Tua going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Klein. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First and 10, it's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 75 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 10.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. If If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Going for it with Pierce. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At the 8-yard line.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Miami set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Tua. It's completed to Caldwell. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Evans not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Tua. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So nothing doing there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud to the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on third down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Texans.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 48.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the...
Touchdown, Houston! Takedown, 45 yards. And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Tua now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Houston.
Give left side for Pierce. Fights loose. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
And Stroud now to throw. Caught left side, here's Dell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans.
Stroud out of the gun here. Gets the dump off to Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
First down, Texans.
Here goes Stroud again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce from 17 yards out. And the Texans are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Another carry for Pierce. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away.
Brings up 4th down.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. He completes it to Evans. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.